Hey guys, and welcome to July 22nd,
Till August 8th,
which was days 204 to days 221.
which was 18 days.
Yeah, so the purpose of this vlog is just to say that we lost 18 days. And it's really unfortunate, and we both kind of knew that it was a thing for the past few weeks, so I think we've both been able to come to terms with it. I was very upset about it for a long time. You'll probably, the vlogs where that actually happens, where they start to get lost and stuff, is not lost. Those days are not lost, so you actually see my reactions to it when that comes. But it was kind of upsetting, as you can imagine, losing 18 days of our lives
On the footage, yeah.
of footage. I mean,
we still have the memories, but
it was, some of it is, I'm pretty okay with us losing, but
it was really boring stuff. But
there's just, so after July 21st, we moved a lot of stuff over here. The landlord had given us the keys, and we were able to come over almost every night and bring boxes over and just kind of fill the apartment up with boxes.
Yeah.
And whatever furniture we could fit inside the car. And we did that pretty much all week up until we moved.
Yeah, so we really didn't film that much of it. We filmed our first meal in the apartment, which was ramen, of course.
Oh yeah.
And
so yeah, we started taking our books out of boxes because we kept running out of boxes, so we kept taking the boxes and unpacking them, which was mostly just book boxes, and we were piling the books on top of our coffee table, which was in the living room. It wasn't in a good place yet. It wasn't where we wanted yet. It was just covered in books.
Yeah.
We had it literally covered in books, and we kept taking boxes back to the old apartment and bringing boxes back over to the new apartment. And so you missed that. You missed us starting to move all our stuff over here, and us having our last week and our last night in our old apartment.
Yeah, I think we had a picture of all the books, but I think that might have gotten lost too because my phone also broke. So I've lost all the stuff off of that as well, but
yeah,
you'll actually see that happen in the vlogs. But
yeah, okay, so we moved in on July 30th. Our landlord was nice enough to let us move in a little bit early. Like I said, he gave us the keys really early, and we were able to start moving stuff in earlier, but I told him that we wouldn't be officially moving in until July 30th. And that's because I had a U-Haul truck. I rented a U-Haul truck, and we went to the studio, grabbed all that furniture. There is actually a vlog right while you're still in California and I'm here, where I showed you some of the furniture that we brought back. There was more than that. We actually added some more to that, and we stuffed all that into a U-Haul trailer, and plus our bed and a bunch of other stuff at the apartment, and we brought it all over here. So we used that day. That day took a really long time, and I got to drive a U-Haul truck for the first time, which was kind of terrifying, and then I eventually got used to it. But there's a lot of really narrow roads going from our old apartment to this apartment, so it was kind of bad. It wasn't very, very nice a lot of the time, but it was fun.
2 people from our church actually came and helped us actually move into the apartment, but we had to move everything out of the apartment into the U-Haul and then go to Christopher's work and get all the stuff from there. And then we met them here, and they helped us move it all up the stairs, which was incredibly helpful and amazing of them.
Yeah.
But I had to move all the heavy furniture with Christopher, and we nearly died.
I wish you could have seen those parts of the vlog where we just after we had moved everything, especially for moving everything in the studio. That was really difficult. It was all very heavy furniture.
So heavy.
Very heavy furniture. It was just the two of us moving this very heavy furniture from the second floor. The studio is on the second floor down to the first floor. Then actually be able to fit everything inside the U-Haul truck was kind of a challenge too. And we ended up fitting everything perfectly. I think if we had just a couple more things, we would not have been able to fit everything in there. But
it was one of the most trying days of my life. I was so exhausted. I was crying from exhaustion because of all really heavy things. The couch wasn't too bad, but
the couch we took apart.
Yeah, but those bookcases.
The bookcases and the dresser were so heavy. So we moved that day, and it was a very long day. We didn't finish until 7 o'clock at night, something like that. And we just kind of came here and died.
But a few days before that, I ended up getting a second job interview, which was really exciting. It was actually right when I came back from California for my sister's wedding, and I got a job interview and they said they really liked me and they were really going to try to get me full-time, but they weren't guaranteed of anything. And
Yeah.
after like 3 or 4 days or something, they ended up calling me and telling me that they were able to give me a full-time position. So
Yeah. So a few people have actually mentioned, when these a couple vlogs ago, as you have perceived it, a few vlogs ago that I've just uploaded, was when she went on her first job interview, and you're like, oh, we know, you guys were like, oh, we know the outcome of that, but no, that is not the job interview.
Yeah.
That's not the job she ended up taking. It was kind of a toss-up, because that job was full-time, and we weren't sure this one was going to be full-time, but it ended up being full-time.
So yeah, like I held out and I was just like really crossing my fingers. So I got this full-time job and I ended up starting 2 days after we moved. So I started on Monday, August 1st. So
yeah. Yeah, and it was a much better place than she would have worked at before. The other place was like one of those like pharmacy kind of places, but this was like this is a beauty store.
Yeah,
and it was, I think she was very much more excited about doing that than working at this other place. So
yeah, and I've been learning so much since working there, and also it's a perfect schedule for me because a lot of places that you work at demand you to work on Sundays, and it works out perfectly where I never have to work on Sundays. Like maybe once in a blue moon they'll ask me to come in, but everyone else there is pretty much willing to work on Sundays, so I've never had to, and that's an extreme blessing for me, and I'm really grateful about that. That's another really great perk, is it fits around my schedule perfectly. Yeah. So I'm working about...
And it's in walking distance of the apartment, and which is why she's able to do it, because I have to take the car to work every day. My work is farther away now, but she can walk to work.
Yeah, so I just take a little, like 40 or 50 minute stroll every day to work. If I'm running late, a quick 30-minute power walk where I'm walking very fast. And I've never been late, so that's a good thing. I've been like 2 minutes late before, and I'm just like, oh, well, whoops. I'm walking as fast as I can, but it's been really good, and I feel like I've been learning so much, and it's been really like enlightening. So
yeah, and then around that, so we lost the first week of August, so our first week actually living here, and a lot of what that first week was us putting things in the places generally where it was going to go, and we spent a lot of that week scanning all of our books and kind of putting them into the rooms that we thought they might go in. And we ended up scanning all our books into the Collections app. I think that's what it's called. And it's an app.
We can leave a link to it. There's one for Android and for Apple. So
yeah, we have our own. We have like a shared account that we log into in that app, and it like saves all the books that we have. And we had over 1,200 books in this apartment. So that's pretty awesome. And so we scanned all those, and I showed you guys. You'll have seen a few vlogs ago. From your perspective, a few vlogs ago, I showed a kitchen island in a box. We put that together the day after we moved in, just to see what it looked like in there. We really like it a lot, and we started moving everything around in places that we wanted to go for those first 9 days of August. But we didn't actually end up with this. The apartment still wasn't put together until like the end of August, and it's still not completely put together.
Yeah, it's
we just
kind of
with her working full time, me working full time, plus I started trying to do freelance, plus trying to work on fixing my computer and
catching up with vlogs
and stuff. We just haven't had a ton of time to put together. It's really starting to come together now. It looks a lot better now than it did a month ago. So at the point of August 9th, which is the next day that you'll see, the first day after the Lost Vlogs. The first day after the Lost Vlogs, the apartment isn't put together yet, so you'll still see us you'll still be able to see us put the apartment together and kind of see our process of like where we're putting things and stuff. So it's not like you're missing too much. A lot of that first week, just a lot of these 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks in general, was just us kind of transitioning from one apartment to the next.
While starting a full-time job.
Yeah, and the benefit of that, it was all of the days were a lot of the same thing. It was just us kind of putting stuff together, us showing you where we were putting things and how things were going, Giselle talking about her new job, and we can kind of summarize all that stuff right now, which is, I guess, it's alright. And I think that's one of the reasons why it's easy to come to terms with losing these vlogs. I really wish we hadn't lost the day we moved. That's one day that I would really like to recover and get back, but I couldn't, so yeah, so that's all that. You guys will see us start to put together the apartment still even more, starting on the next vlog, the day that comes after this, which is August 9th. and throughout August and September. And so it's not like you're missing that much. And we'll do a full apartment tour at some point. When the apartment is fully put together, we'll do some sort of apartment tour, probably do a bookshelf tour. We still haven't completely decided how we're going to do that yet, but at some point we'll do a bookshelf tour.
It will probably be on this channel because as both being booktubers, it's hard to like choose whose channel what goes on. And then also a lot of people have like separate their unread books from their read books, and that just doesn't work for us because we mostly equally share the books. There's like a lot of like mystery and horror things that Christopher like owns that I don't care about at all, but in the same realm I have a lot of like more romance or children's books that Christopher couldn't care less about either. So it's pretty much even on that. We have both of those in our separate rooms, but like the fantasy and the classics and things like that are pretty much equally shared.
And we just want to do a full bookshelf tour of everything, of all of our shared books. All of them.
So it's just easy to keep them separated by genre and room and stuff, and so we don't do anything separate like, I've read this book, and I haven't read this book because it's so different for us. Yeah,
we'll probably just talk about the fact that we did do a bookshelf tour like on our regular channels, on our booktube channels, just be like, hey, by the way, we did a bookshelf tour over on our vlog channel, go check that out. So that'll probably come here at some point, and that's pretty much it. Today, the day that we're actually filming this, is day 260. It's in the middle of September, and I've finally caught up to this point in the vlog. So you'll catch up to me hopefully by the end of September. I just wanted to take a few seconds here to explain I'm trying as hard as I possibly can to catch us up by the end of September. There's a lot of stuff that I want to start doing in October that I do not want to have to still be catching up on vlogs. I want to have the extra time that I'm using right now to catch up on vlogs to do other stuff. So I'm trying as hard as I possibly can to catch up the vlogs by the end of this month.
And seriously, you guys, he's up till 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. almost every night working on vlogs. Like, I go to sleep at like midnight, 12:30, maybe 1 if I'm just being silly, and like, and he'll come and wake me up like 1-2 hours later as he crawls into bed, and I'm just like, why are you still awake? And then I just pass out.
And then she has to force me up in the morning to get up to go to work and stuff.
I have to threaten him. I have to like push him out of bed, like get up. But he's seriously trying so hard, and I know you guys totally understand that, and none of you guys have like been really like, you guys have just like been like, oh, we missed the vlog, but you guys have been really like non-pressuring and stuff.
Yeah, I know there's certain problems with like, obviously we don't want to upload a bunch of vlogs every single day. Like, it's not ideal, but we have to do that to catch up. My goal is to upload 4 or 5 or 6 vlogs every single day until they're caught up. So I apologize for that. I apologize that is going to be what we have to do. But starting in October, I'm going to make an extreme push to get myself on a schedule that involves me uploading a vlog every day, just one vlog every day for the previous day. If I'm a couple days behind, it doesn't matter. I want to upload one vlog a day, and that's it, and be caught up. Like, that's what I want, and that's where I'm heading towards, and so we'll get there.
And it's going to be plausible as well, because now we're both kind of settling into our schedules a little bit more, and I work until 9 p.m. most nights, and so those nights Christopher can come home from work at like 5:30. He can like work out and do his stuff, or edit a vlog or whatever, and have time to do stuff like that. And then when I get home, we'll spend time together. So it really will just work so much better, because before, when he'd come home, I would just bug him and just spend all the time with him, and he could never get anything done. So now we'll have time to get stuff done like 4 days a week at least.
So I think that's pretty much it. My computer issues are pretty much solved now, so like I said, the vlog should be able to be caught up really easily. My computer issues should not be a problem anymore. It's nice and stable at this point. I mean, I would love to get a new computer within the next year, but I think my computer will be okay. It's stable, like I said, it's stable right now, and it should stay that way for a little while. Hopefully.
Something we need to save towards.
Yes, and so that's it, I think. There's been a lot of computer issues. That's why the vlog is so late, why we lost vlogs. You'll see, like I said, us losing the vlogs eventually.
When we say computer issues, we mean like 7 days of running programs straight where you're not allowed to do anything on the computer, because just trying to recover footage and recover things.
I mean, you'll see this. One of my hard drives completely failed in August. Again, one of my hard drives completely failed, and I had to run a recovery program for a week to try to recover some stuff, and I was able to, you'll see that, I was able to recover something important but I wasn't able to recover any of these days.
Yeah,
So.
But it's been weeks of nonstop not being able to do stuff. So we're sorry for the delays, but we appreciate your guys' support. It's been incredible.
Yeah. So today is, like I said, day 260. You'll be caught up with this hopefully soon, and then be completely caught up. We'll be on the same track with each other very soon. The days will start to line up very soon. And just thank you guys so much for your patience, and we'll see you guys in the next vlog.
We'll see
August
you
9th.
tomorrow, except for not. We'll see you like a month and a week ago.
Thanks for watching, guys, and sticking with us, and yeah, we appreciate it.
Bye.
See you guys.